Ow. Your brother from the gutter, the slick one, back behind the wood. The open bar, never recover, never a minimum. For episode number 95, bitches. That's right. Get ready for episode 95. Who'd have thunk that I would keep this up for 95 episodes? We started this sucker back in July. It'll be 2 years this July, next month, as the world burns. And we keep doing it here from Typhoid Studios, overlooking the telephone pole in South Buffalo, where the fat and senile bulldog snores in the background.
You gotta be a football hero to get along with a beautiful girl.
Oh, that's right. Bill's minicamp just concluded. 3 days. What are people saying about the minicamp? Who looks good? Who looks like shit? What we know, what we don't know. A lot of questions to be asked. And once again this year, Keon Coleman is tearing it up in practice. He just has to somehow find a way to do that during the games, to make that happen during the games. That's really been his problem. So a lot of people are taking this with a grain of salt. He's making these spectacular plays and torching people in practice. But they say that he does look quicker. And he has been working out with Stevie Johnson. You know, he had some moves. He was pretty shifty. So maybe he taught him a few tricks or roonies. Huh? Or maybe this is just all an illusion because we're talking about Keon Coleman, these people with the negative vibes. Give the kid a chance. It's only his third year. He's still a kid. I mean, he was pretty green when he got here. I guess what I'm saying, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. You know, let's give him a shot this year. And if not, they've got that kid they drafted, Skylar Bell. They've got Skylar Bell, the kid they drafted in the 4th round out of Connecticut. So a lot of people are pretty high on him.
Skylar Bell's really impressing people. He's been a standout in OTAs, catching Josh Allen's eye as a reliable target.
Thank you, Alexa.
You're welcome.
Maybe we should.
I could help with the Bills info.
Maybe we should do a show together sometime. Yeah. Silence. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how everything shakes out with Keon Coleman. Hopefully this is the year. Boy, I'll tell you, if he could have a breakout year this year, and then you got DJ Moore, you got Skylar Bell, don't forget Shakir and Kincaid, of course. So many weapons for Josh Allen to choose from. I thought it was interesting. They were talking to Ed Oliver about the new stadium, and, he sounded kind of sentimental about it. He's like, I had a lot of good memories in that stadium. That's the only stadium I know that I've played professional football in. And he's, you can tell he's feeling kind of sullen, about having to lose the old stadium. On the other hand, Josh Allen is like, this new place, you're going to love it. It's got grass, okay? And, so there's just a couple of different vibes for you on how players are feeling about this. Yeah, it's not going to be the same, but it'll be a lot nicer. And not playing on that crowned surface, artificial turf shit, even though they've made it a lot better over the years. Still, you ask, 9 out of 10 players would rather play on grass. Me, I'd rather smoke it. So what else is going on? Who else is looking good? Oh, Michael Hoyt has been practicing. You remember he had the 6-game suspension last year to start the season. The guy we got from the Rams, the free agent, defensive guy, plays the joker position. They move him all around, and he played like 1.5 games. He was kicking ass, and then he blew out his Achilles, right? So now it's, going on 1 year or that he's had the injury, and they're thinking that he's going to be back at some point this year. Maybe not the first game of the season, maybe early, third, fourth game. They're being careful with him, but he's running around doing shit, and he's looking good. So that's a plus.
You're goddamn right.
And have you seen this Chauncey Gardner guy? I saw him interviewed. The first time I've seen him interviewed, this guy's a trip. He looks really off the hook. And he looks like he's pretty close with, what's his name? Benford. They look like they were pretty tight. They were goofing around. And he's a trash talker. And he gets into it, I guess, with Allen. So you got to have loose cannons. You got to have a loose cannon here and there on the team. I guess this guy plays, he's pretty out there. So, yeah, enough of these boring vanilla guys, right? So I imagine he will team up with Cole Bishop. But this defense, a lot of different people playing different positions. It's going to be interesting to see, exciting, I think. Josh Allen was saying it. It's a mental fuck. They throw a lot of shit at you, weird shit. So you really have to know your stuff. If you're going up against this style of defense, you have to be on the ball if you're an opposing quarterback. Because they could mess you up. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking? But getting back to the safeties, yeah, it'll probably be Chauncey Gardner and Cole Bishop as the starters. But don't forget, they also brought in Geno Stone from the Bengals. And first of all, Geno Stone, I got to say, what a great fucking name. Geno Stone. I mean, that's an awesome name for a football player. He started 20 games with the Bengals. All right, so he brings some depth. Then, of course, you got Damar Hamlin coming back, the rookie they drafted in the 5th round, Jalen Kilgore, as well in the mix, all there at safety. And that's not even, talking about, the corners. And Brady said, or he hinted this week, that he would like to see Ray Davis and Ty Johnson get the ball a little bit more this year and maybe not burn Cook out so much. But he admitted, hey, when the kid's got the hot hand, you almost got to stick with the kid. But I think Ray Davis is being wasted. They could definitely use him more. He's a damn good runner, just as a change of pace. But, hey, what do I know? I'm just a guy, I'm just like anybody else. Only smarter.
You fought for the Duke of New York. You're a number one.
Yeah, and staying on the sports scene here, how about those Knicks, huh? Final game tonight, Game 5. The Knicks are up 3-1. And did you see some of the rumbles that broke out? Was it the first or the second game? Crazy. Some of the violence that happened there, but evidently they got it under control going forward. Trump showed up. Of course, he's got to take the air out of the room. He's got to be everywhere because that's just the kind of asshole he is. So he disrupts all the fans' plans for the games. They've got to, stand outside for 2 extra hours, go through all this extra security shit. And the best thing that happened out of all this is that Trump got booed, and he got booed severely. If you haven't seen it, check out the video. I'm sure YouTube has it. But they just mercifully boo the shit out of Trump. They show him on the big screen during the national anthem. And the national anthem gets drowned out, which people usually don't boo during the national anthem. But Donald Trump somehow, he brings out the best in people. I mean, you got to say, he really inspires the hate, doesn't he? Yeah. So all that, and he is seen on camera eating pizza and French fries and then passing out, falling asleep at the Knicks game. Unbelievable. And it broke the 13-game winning streak that they had going. And everybody's pissed at Trump. Stay the fuck out of New York. So thank God the Knicks had the big comeback game, and they're in it to win it now. I mean, all they need is this one game tonight. But Trump, I mean, he could fuck up a one-car funeral. He's gotta try to take the air out of the room everywhere because he's such a big, fat, melon-headed fucking blowhard, gas bag, child. He's such a fucking whiny little twit. Well, he's not little, but he's a twit. Let me put it to you this way. If there was an asshole Hall of Fame, Trump would definitely be, he'd be in the top echelon. He likes plaques, trophies. There'd be probably a monument to him in the Museum of Assholes.
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
Yeah, so we got inflation, high gas prices, part of it due to the tariffs, and of course...
Thank you, sir. May I have another?
And of course the other is the war in Iran, which is blocking off the Hormuz Strait, which, by the way, for those of you that have short memories, it was open before Trump started this war, him and Israel. I should say us because it's the United States of America. He got us into this stupid war, and now he's stuck. We can't get out of it. And it's the same old playbook, We're going to have a deal in a couple days. It looks good. We're just finalizing a few things. It looks really good. Maybe this weekend, he said. Maybe this weekend it'll be signed in Europe, he says. Right. And then he says, unfortunately, I won't be able to be there because he has this big fight at the UFC fight at the White House, which is another fucking thing where he's selling these coins for they go up to $12,000. These memorial coins or some shit. It's always a grift with him. And if it was any other president, this is what bothers me, is that these Trump zombies, if it was anybody else, they'd be shitting bricks if you had a president that did 2% of what Trump has done on the Democratic side. They would shit a brick. If, let's say, Kamala Harris was elected president and she decided out of the fucking blue to just put tariffs on all of our allies, tariffs all over the fucking place, and then start a war with fucking Iran and gash the entire government, fire all the scientists, the people that watch the nuclear bombs. They didn't give a fuck. They gashed every department. Some of them they had to hire the people back. And then what they didn't gash, they purged by getting rid of anybody that was a professional, honest government employee in the FBI, the CIA, IRS, whatever department you're talking about. And he has put in all sycophants. I mean, for Christ's sakes, the guy in charge of election security is a election denier, a conspiracy theorist. So these are the people he puts in charge. So, as I've said before, that is what is so much more dangerous this time about the arch villain, Donald Trump. Hey ho, Donald Trump has got to go.
Socially, he fits in somewhere between a hooker and a bartender.
Let's check out some entertainment news, shall we? Just lighten things up. Just a tad. Oh, by the way, the Bills, did I mention earlier? The Bills are tied. Not that this means anything, but they are tied. Well, I guess it's better than a swift kick in the ass, but we're tied for number 2 Super Bowl prediction along with the Ravens. The Rams are predicted the number 1 favorite to make it to the Super Bowl or to win it. So we started out like that last year, didn't we? And then we kind of slid down after a while. So everybody loves you when the relationship is new and exciting, but will it stand the test of time? We'll see.
They may be drinkers, Robin, but they're also human beings.
And in entertainment news, Mick Jagger, in a recent interview, said that he wants to get back out again on the road with the Rolling Stones. However, hold on to your pantyhose. Not going to be this year, but as soon as possible. So maybe next year. I mean, how much? I mean, Jagger and Richards are 82. Ronnie Wood is 79. They can't wait another year, or could they? Well, if they're keeping up on their checkups and they're taking their Geritol, there's no reason why they couldn't be back out on the road. Maybe not a huge tour, but I could see them doing, 15, 20 dates or something. We'll see. We'll see what gives. You can order the new album, by the way, on the Rolling Stones website in blood red for $50. Or you could just buy the CD for like $20, which is probably what I'll do. July 11th is the release date for that. Foreign Tongues, the name of the new album. Looking forward to it. Watched a pretty decent, I don't know how it's going to end, but it's been pretty decent so far on Netflix series, The Burrows. And it's kind of like a sci-fi story about these people that are living in the senior community. They don't live too long there. Things are happening to these people, and they're draining fluid from their brains. It's just pretty crazy. The whole, it's just outrageous, the whole plot. But it is entertaining nonetheless so far. Am I going to like the last episode? I don't know. But we'll find out shortly. Matter of fact, right after I finish off this Slickcast, which, by the way, do not forget to share this with your friends. Throw it out there. Let people know I'm still alive, and I'm still cranking. I'm still rocking here on Slick's Open Bar, which is brought to you by absolutely nobody, because we are, no super PACs, no super PAC money. We are totally independent here. All right, that's it. I'm going to blast out of here into the next room. Until next time, and have a beer. Remain calm. Circle the wagons. Go Bills. Live fast. Die old. Weed, whiskey, and Warren Zevon.
Hail to the king, baby.
He's got a lot of problems.